think Coach Leach here, and Coach, let's just talk just overall first half of this football game, close game against the number 2 team in the nation. What did you take out of that first half that brought a smile to your face?
Well, we started out frantic, and I think that happens. And you know, and I've had teams and situations where they never really came out of it. They wanted to win really bad and knew that they were playing a good opponent, and you know, you try to do too much, which we did early. But I did feel like we came out of it midway through the first quarter, which is pretty quick for a young team, I think. So I was impressed with that. Then we battled away. I thought there were some of those field goals that should have been touchdowns. We gave them 2 relatively easy touchdowns early that I think if we came out and played in more control, I don't think we would have. I think, you know, there was some slack there that I'd like to think we learn from and pick up next time. Then I thought we played pretty courageously throughout the rest of it, other than occasionally there would be, you know, a guy here, a guy there try to make too much happen. We had too many drop balls. Some of that, you can say it however you want, a youth or a guy afraid of the environment or something like that, and we just have to grow up early there. And then also some of the explosives, you know, guys just slightly out of position, you know, pretty good defensive call in there, and then just a transition on it not happening quite as quickly as you'd like. And, you know, Oregon's a real polished outfit, and they put you in that position, so the margin of error is very thin. And but I thought this, of the games we've played this year, I think it was our most complete game. I thought we played for 60 minutes. I thought that, you know, we competed better in this game from start to finish than any other game we played this year. And, you know, and we need to learn from this game and grow from it. But I think there's a lot of positives in this game. Even though the results aren't what I'd like, I thought as far as the personal effort on an individual basis among our players and how we played, I thought was, you know, the best work we've done this season.
Oregon was up 20-3. You came back, made it 23-19, got a defensive stop, got the football, moved it down the field, 1st and 10 at their 17, and then 3 straight sacks. What happened?
Well, it shouldn't have happened. You know, they went into man coverage and came after us, which we expected them to do. And then we had stuff underneath that we should have just hit. And, you know, it's really kind of an experience deal. You know, we're battling experience there a little bit. But
was it offensive line or just quarterback?
A combination of all of it, really. I mean, just playing together, and then all of a sudden, you know, they heated up, and you know, there's simple little stuff underneath, let it run, and then also pressure, you know, a little earlier than to really sit in there and see it, identify it, you know, because obviously, you know, they brought more than we could block, and so that should come from the outside, but then we were getting pushed in the pocket along with trying to go too far downfield and stuff like that, and just need to check down underneath.
You tried an onside kick early. Was that something you saw that was perhaps there from an earlier kickoff, or just something you thought a great chance for a momentum change?
Well, we had it everywhere, but where we kicked it, we honestly, we had it. It was set up. We missed the kick.
Defensively, when your team was doing a good job against Oregon, really did a good job on first down. When they got big gains on first down, it just completely changed the tempo.
Say that again?
Just on first down, when they had success on first down, they were able to get things going, and even more so than what usually happens. When you guys were able to make a decent stop on first down, put them in a little bit of a hole, you got some 3 and outs.
No, that's kind of the key to the whole thing. I mean, that's the whole battle. Be productive on first down, especially a team that runs it as much as Oregon does. If you can do that, then you can get them off the field. And I thought we got them off the field a lot. And then, but the thing was you know, the explosives where they got loose on us. And they're, you know, everybody's talked about how quick they are, and they outran us a couple times.
All right, that's Coach Leach. We'll send it back upstairs.
Questions out here? Coach, were you disappointed with their ability to get to you, which is the 3 and 4 man rush when they brought that? Was that something you were kind of disappointed in?
Disappointed in two things. Well, I thought that, I thought at times we protected inconsistently, and I thought at times, we just trying to make too much happen. There's stuff underneath, and yeah, it's going to set up good, nice, deep, but sometimes, we've got to understand, hey, the journey's over. These guys are upfield, and we got to dump it off underneath. But, we're getting better at it, too.
Coach, early on, second drive, you had a 4th and 3 on the 13-yard line. You elected to go for it, knowing you have to score against the Ducks, and then on 4th and 2 near the goal line, you kicked the field goal.
Oh, you wanted to go for it twice?
Well, I mean, we're used to.
I gave it some serious thought. Is that the first one, the first touchdown?
That was the field goal.
Yeah, well, we wanted to go, I thought at that point it was important to get on the board, wanted to make sure we got on the board.
Connor mentioned he thought that the team went into halftime a little overamped, excited.
We were, yeah, and I would agree with that. I thought that at halftime, that in what we eventually told them at half was this excitement here. They're just saying we're too excited. If this excitement's surprise that we made plays, well, we shouldn't be surprised we made plays. We shouldn't be surprised that some good things happen to us. We go out there and practice it. It's kind of like the movie Patton. They're getting ready to go in a big battle. They asked Pat, and they said, well, something like, how old will your guys be? And he says, they'll be fine. And they said, well, why do you think they'll be fine? He says, because they're trained to be. Well, we train it all the time. We need to go out there and expect to make plays. We're happy we made plays, but it needs, we need to get the mindset here where it's a little more expected. We're not surprised that we make plays. We expect to. Why? Because we do it all week long. We expect to, so.
The word complacency keeps coming up as far as the second half. They're happy they're in the game. They're happy they're leading. How do you kind of break that?
I didn't think we were complacent the second half. I think we have been at times this year, but we weren't complacent the second half.
You were able to slow down the running game pretty well in the first half. What was working so well for you guys?
I thought we did a pretty good job of it all day, other than the explosives. When they try to get that thing layered up and outman you, and then I think, at times they do. I thought they went further than they should have. But I thought we did a pretty good job bottling them up, other than the explosives. And then they did, one disappointing drive was their hurry-up drive, the beginning of the third quarter.